Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is February 15th, 2026, and Barcelona are implementing changes in their academy to prevent another draw situation. Also, Gerard Martin could truly become Gerard Martin. I'm going to tell you how. And finally, Barcelona walking away from the signing of one of the most promising defenders in the Netherlands. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. My name is Boo, and welcome to the third out of 4 videos that I'm posting today. Yes, you heard that right. I'm posting 4 videos because I took the day off yesterday. So now, well, I'm catching you up on all Barcelona news. Starting with the news that Barcelona are implementing changes in La Masia in order to prevent another quote-unquote draw situation. Now, as you know, Draw has left Barcelona and signed for PSG. For 8.5 million euros, and in order to prevent any more stars of being signed for low, because Dro had a 6 million euro release clause. Now, thankfully, PSG did agree to pay 8.2 because of the improved, or 8.5, I should say, because of the improved relationship between both clubs. But also, we saw Margiu leave for 6 million euros because that was also his release clause. So now Barcelona are implementing changes in order to prevent that. Now, for now, Barcelona have halted all the contract renewals of La Masia players, because they will be adding clauses to all the contracts that would see the release clauses of players go up automatically without having to renew the contract. Because, you know, usually when you negotiate with a player, you agree, okay, you're going to have 10 million euro release clause. Perfect. You sign, done, right? That release clause doesn't change unless we renegotiate the contract, right? By renewing it or extending it. Or if it expires by signing a new one, right? That's how you increase the release clause. But now Barcelona will be inserting release clauses into the contract of their youth player that go up automatically. Now, how would this work? If a player debuts with the Juvenil A or the under-19 team, his release clause would automatically become 6 million. That has always been the case. If he gets promoted to Barca Athletic, it would automatically go up to 10 million euros without having to renegotiate the contract. And finally, if the player gets promoted to the first team, his release clause would automatically go up to 100 million euros. And this is how Barcelona look to combat their young players leaving for just 6 million euros. You know, because if his release clause would have gone up automatically to 100 million when he was at the first team, you know, now, PSG wasn't going to pay 100 million, obviously, for Dro, but Barcelona could have said, you know what, maybe 20, maybe 30, right? Because you can't just pay the release clause and take them. Same thing with Margiu. Maybe we could have gotten, I don't know, 10, 15 million instead of 6. So I think this is a really good measure. I hope this was implemented earlier, but nonetheless, live and learn, right? Anyways, on to the next bit of news, because, ladies and gentlemen, Gerard Martin could actually become Gerard Martin. Now, what do I mean by this? And what I mean is because AC Milan are making a push for Gerard Martin. They have interest in signing the Barcelona defender in the summer transfer market. Now, this is not the first European club to take interest in Gerard Martin in the summer. Both Wolverhampton and Everton were interested in the player, but of course, Hansi Flick blocked that exit, and also Gerard Martin wanted to stay. Now, Gerard Martin currently has a 100 million euro release clause and has a market value of 20 million euros. And of course, my question to you is, would you sell Gerard Martin to AC Milan? Yes, no, maybe. And if so, how much would you ask for him? Now, when I say he can become Gerard Martin, because that's where Martin played, just to clarify. I had a comment one time, someone was like, why do you keep calling him Gerard Martin? There has to be a joke. I'm like, it literally is a joke. I'm not actually comparing Gerard Martin to Paolo Maldini. Like, Jesus. Woo. Anyways, on to the next bit of news, because speaking of defenders, Barcelona are walking away from one of the defenders that they were set to sign during the summer transfer market, and it's no other than Ruud Nijstad. Of course, Ruud Nijstad is someone we've talked about a lot in my previous videos. He's an 18-year-old center back currently playing for FC Twente. He is considered an incredibly promising player, one of the most promising defenders currently in the Netherlands. He's a powerful defender with presence and great potential. and he offered himself to Barcelona, and Barcelona were in advanced negotiations with the player. They were closing in on his signing, but now the club have decided to walk away because his current club, FC Twente, are asking for 10 million euros. So this is not an agreement with the player thing. The player wanted to come, Barcelona wanted him. This is negotiations with FC Twente that did not go well because they wanted 10 million euros, and Barcelona decided that that is too much for him. So they are walking away from this signing. Now, Nijstad was going to be a signing that Barcelona was going to complete for the summer alongside AJ Tavares and also Jesse BC Wu, but it looks like Nijstad will not be coming to the club. But now, speaking of defenders that Barcelona did sign, and they signed a few weeks ago during the winter transfer market, today, Juventus Einstein debuted with the Juvenil A against Sant Cugat. And now, Einstein is someone that Barcelona signed during the winter transfer market. An incredibly promising defender, someone who's very fast, physical, very strong in the air, and has very good build-up from the back. And today, he debuted with the Juvenil A. Now, you might say, Mo, why is he playing with the Juvenil A when he's a Barca Athletic signing? That's because Juventus Einstein hasn't played since October, since he was refusing to renew his contract with his former club. He kind of like got put on, got isolated and wasn't allowed to play. So therefore, Barcelona have come up with a roadmap to help him recover his competitive form. And that roadmap, including playing now with a Juvenil A, getting more and more minutes. Once he has recovered more of his competitive rhythm, then, of course, back up to Barca Athletic. And who knows, maybe one day with the first team. Now, I did watch some of his highlights. Man, this guy looks like an absolute giant on the field. I mean, he is really tall and big. Given that he was playing with the Juvenil A, so against, 18, 17, maybe 16-year-olds, he looked like he was an absolute giant right next to him. But anyways, Juventus Einstein, let me know, do you want me to do a reaction video? I know I've been promising reaction videos about a lot of players, but I've been incredibly busy, but I do plan to make more of them this coming week and next weekend. So let me know if you want to see a reaction to Juventus Einstein, Barcelona's newest signing in a winter transfer market. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. I will be uploading one more video. I uploaded 2 videos before this one. This is the 3rd one. I'm uploading one more, so there will be 4 videos in total. So make sure to stay tuned to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, Viscarsa.